Where is your preferred corner?
It's over by Trader Joe's, and kind of like everybody goes out this particular way because they come from the state capitol buildings after work.
Right.
And so there's kind of like a rush hour, and all the three main grocery stores are right there too.
Nice.
Great. I was doing really good there a couple of years ago, and then Chrissy came by one day. she kind of wrapped me, but I fell for it. But it was pretty fun.
So you mean Chrissy scared you away from where you were doing well for 2 years?
Well, I was having sort of fun, and then one day she come back. She goes, "So is that what fire's doing now?" Hi, Kate.
You know what? I think you need to get Chrissy out of your life completely. And just ignore her if you see her in the street or something. Just stay away. Obviously, she has a very bad effect on you.
It's okay. Well, I don't know. I just haven't handled my relationship with her properly.
Well, maybe handling your relationship would be not having anything to do with her. Obviously, she's continuously attacking you, and do you really need that? I mean, what does that do for you?
I don't know. She helps me with certain things, but remember when people used to tell her, like women used to tell her, you should get away from Byard and all that. And
what does she help you with?
She helped me with my health a little bit, and getting involved with that chocolate thing, I guess. And I don't know. But
maybe the things that she's done for your health have been bad for you.
Yeah, it was kind of a distraction, I guess.
And as far as the chocolate goes, I mean, that's just out there. It's a huge company. You could have, gotten it to it through anything. Could have found it on the web or something.
I know, but as Jamie says, I kind of did it to be around her. But I know what you mean. I know what to do now. She's got Ed Nemec, so she's all right.
I mean, it sounds like she's really harmed your income and your just your self-esteem and so on. And of course, you could always say, well, you would just keep her around so that you feel immune to her and all. But why not find great people and spend time with them?
Yeah, like this one right here. She supports. Yeah, I know what you mean.
I can't see you. Yeah, I don't think you have any light there.
Wait, you know what? It looks bright to me here.
I can say something. I'm not always the greatest supporter of Barb, but I love her a lot.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I am willing to confess to that.
Yeah, but a lot of people think they love me. Yeah, but that means.
Well,
It's just, I think I know what to do now. I need to just, get clients and.
Do you test? Do you know how to test? Have you been testing? This is great.
well, no, you know what? I have my own, for me, I have my own method, and I've already been with Barb in a Munich, and I see that my tradition helps me. It does I have signals. Yes, I do get signals.
Well, so while you're in the meeting here, let's just test while you're in the meeting. Okay? You try doing that. Like right now, I ask you to test. Are you love or are you supporting her?
Oh. Supporting.
Yes.
Yes.
What do you support her in? How do you support her?
Any way that Barb wants to be,
Okay.
I support her. Even if, at times, I'm judgmental, I still support her. And I'm aware of my judgmental.
Do you get value, from, anything I do, or
Oh my God.
yeah.
Yeah, like my partner Michael will say, Barb's coming over. And I go, oh no, I don't want Barb to come over now. Can't you have her come over Tuesday instead? And then when Barb is there, I'm so fulfilled.
Yeah, I mean, one of my, you know, who I am with Kate and Michael is I try to support them in their relationship. And I actually sort of met Michael because I was encouraging him to find somebody like Kate, and then they did. So I feel like, you know, I'm kind of like related to them in a way. So,
Yeah.
sometimes we got off on our foot, but yeah, actually, I mean, I'm like an ally. And Kate happens to be from Wisconsin, and Michael is like, kind of like my best friend. And it's the first kind of healthy relationship he's ever really had since I've known him. So, but you know, Michael's never really been like an official client of mine. But these guys are kind of like my family. Like they fed me and housed me, and you know, take me out now and then and that kind of stuff.
And Barb's also taking care of our home, our garden.
Yeah.
Barb, you know, when we were kind of lost, Barb was there for us.
What's your name?
I'm Kate.
Hi there, Kate. Oh, I've heard about you. Barb told me about you a long time ago.
Oops.
Good thing.
Barb, you're off camera. You're not actually on camera.
Yeah, no.
And also,
I'm hiding my blonde
Kate, did you know that you're on YouTube right now?
No. No, but I know I'm on Cure Drive event.
Yeah, this is your little moment to show yourself to the world. This is a YouTube movie.
It's called
That's
Cure
okay.
TV. You're on.
Reality TV.
Kate's an amazing gourmet chef and knows how to manage like a.
What is tell us what your tradition, you know, and your way of testing is. I'm interested.
Well, you know, I do a lot of chanting. I've been chanting since the 80s.
Right.
And I have a teacher who Namadeva Acharya, who has since transitioned. And his wife now carries his tradition. And she moved to Albuquerque after he transitioned because she wants to be here. And but other than my teacher, my chanting group specializes in like similar things to what you do at Cure. And when I am with Barb and people are testing, I go right to the place that I'm trained to for testing. In the Sanskrit mantra tradition that I'm a part of.
And what do you get physical signals?
Oh my God, yes. When I'm sitting with Barb, they are bouncing. They're coming in. I receive the message, and then I feel the signal.
Okay.
It's quite exciting for me to have the affirmation through Cure, through Barb's work.
Right. Do you ever get sick?
I do. I've been sick. Yeah. But you know, I don't call it a sickness.
In what way do you get sick? Do you get the flu, or is it what kind of symptoms do you have when you're sick?
Well, I've had some severe eczema, and I had shingles.
Okay, well, I give you a little something on eczema and shingles. What I found about eczema is that it's yeast.
It is. I got that.
And I got eczema like a couple of weeks ago. And I cured it by killing candida, doing things that kill candida.
Correct. That is the way.
So that's that's the thing on the eczema. But the shingles are chickenpox. Did you know that?
It is, and so it lives in us when we have shingles. And by the way, I'm past the severe stage of having shingles by several years. I'm just thinking of what, in the last several years, 2009 and 2010 is when I had the shingles.
Well, if you check your, check all 12 of your bodies for shingles, whenever you think of it, or like throughout the day. See, the thing is, I have shingles, okay? I had chickenpox, and I never had a shingles outbreak until a few months ago, so I actually didn't know I had shingles.
Sure.
And so I hadn't cured my shingles, and when I first got them, I was testing if they were herpes, and it is herpes, but I got no because it's not, the kind I was testing for. So I didn't know what it was. Read on the web, and then I realized, what had happened to me, and I, took it out, and the shingles went away, and then I just stopped checking for it, and a while later I got another outbreak. So I said, "Oh no, I really need to have the self-discipline to keep testing for this all day, because otherwise, the thing will, it'll keep living in me."
And it'll spiral down.
You what?
It spirals down.
Yes, you see, the thing with these viruses is that they can cause heart attacks and other problems. So, even if you don't get a shingles outbreak, you might get something a lot more serious. So I don't want that in my life. So I was thinking I better, try to discipline myself to check for these things. And I have done a little better over the past couple of months, but I can't really say that I have managed to, remember every day to check for shingles. It is hard, when something doesn't seem like much of a problem. And also, I don't know if I feel any, other symptoms than the outbreak. See, with the herpes viruses, like HSV1 and 2, there were emotional components that I didn't like, and I could always feel those, and I knew to cure it. When I felt those things, I knew to cure the herpes, So that's how I cured it. But I don't see anything much like that with shingles, so I'm having a little more trouble keeping myself focused on it. But anyway, that's for the shingles. That's how you, if you want to get rid of it, that's how you do it. You can get it completely out of your entire field entirely. It is possible. With diligent self-application, it is possible.
Okay, so it's gone.
But I do have an appreciation of Bart.
I know.
Well, I'm sure that you do. I'm sure that you do. And I wasn't suggesting Barb ignore you as I was that she ignore Chrissy. Just that Chris, Amy once said that Chrissy is always very negative, and maybe you. Barb, you have my permission to ignore Chrissy. Let me put it that way.
Thank you. All right, it's been a tricky relationship. Right now, I love her.
You do not have to keep up your relationship with Chrissy. You can't help her, probably. So, unless she asks for help.
There's a lot of my priorities too.
You should be with people who you can help. You're very gifted. You're a very gifted person, and you should not waste yourself on people who you can't help.
Well, if there's a cure for indignant righteousness, then I think we got a lot of people handled.
Indignant,
Need
right?
I say more? No, it's a protection. It is. It's an illness.
I have to ask myself at this moment, am I indignantly righteous?
Yeah. Am I suffering from indignant righteousness today? Oh yes, I am.
I really have to look into myself for these
Thank you, another
things.
speaker host, which is on the phone.
What? What, Barb?
Oh, she was asking who Karen was. They've met before, actually.
Oh,
I'm an indignant righteous person.
you don't know Karen? I mean, I thought you guys
She
probably
does,
all
but she
knew
can't
each
see the
other.
picture.
Well, you all live together in Santa Fe, so
Doesn't, yeah, everybody.
you have to do a better job of introducing your friends to each other, Barb.
They've met each other. She just didn't recognize her because we can't see her picture.
Karen, why don't you have a picture of yourself there?
What?
Put up a picture of yourself on your Skype account.
Oh, listen, this is a deliberate act. Let me tell you.
Why?
I just got out of work. That's why I was late. Anyway, I'm glad to be with everybody.
Then people would know who you are.
Well, I'll do that next time. Yeah, I will.
I mean, it'd be nice if you could
I like
turn
to
your
present
camera
well.
on, you know? We can't make a movie with you because we can't see your face.
Well, I'm waiting for my T-shirt to come in, and then when my T-shirt comes in, I'm going to wear it with a kick-ass background, and I will be on Skype. How's that?
Okay.
I want to take a picture now. It's going to be like this.
Oh, God, Greg, I'm getting you right off this. Well, let's see. If we maybe it's a good time to do our prayers. 9:24. Yes, this is a perfect time to do our prayer. Let's do our first prayer.
Looks like you can see him.
Who's going to do the prayer tonight? Barb, do you want to read the prayer?
Yeah, I could do it.
Okay,
For this, I'm just trying to get you to know what you say. Okay.
you go.
Don't read too, or don't read too fast, okay?
So good.
Not too fast.
I accept God's wisdom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I attract grace.
Yes.
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 I attract guides and guidance. Yeah.
Yes.
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 I attract knowingness and wisdom. Yeah.
Yes.
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 I attract the experiences I need so I can learn what I need to learn to do God's work. Yeah.
Yes.
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 I have installed discrimination between people that win and ones that don't. Yeah.
Yes.
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 And I've installed a reflex to drop the ones that don't win, even when I'm succeeding with them.
Yeah.
Yes.
And install the reflex to do the ones that do win, even when I'm a beginner at them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 I am installing the reflex to dwell on solutions. Yeah.
Yes.
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 Yes. I fulfill the hopes of my parents and ancestors. Yeah.
Yes.
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 I'm now merging my results bodies with parents and ancestors. Choose at least 6, but not anyone you're doing the prayer with right now. And merging with parents and ancestors.
Okay.
Yes.
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 I am doing these prayers for my family, loved ones, and soulmates, as well as for myself.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 I attract money and other wealth.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 I attract tools to fulfill my mission.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I attract technologies to fulfill my mission.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I attract respect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I attract cures.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 I attract fame.
Yes.
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 I attract health, wellness, and longevity.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I attract fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I love, name a person, unconditionally.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I attract the love of my life.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I let in love and nurturing.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 I attract my children and students.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 I attract astute and committed immuners.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I attract powerful, benevolent allies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I attract people who appreciate and support me and my mission.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I attract people who will connect me to the people I need to talk to.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 I attract and name some people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I attract forgiveness.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the last 5 minutes, I've become a bigger person.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 I attract worldwide awareness and use of immunity.
Yes.
Yes.
I am leaving behind everything that slows me down.
Yes.
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 I want nothing.
Yes.
Yes.
I've done enough immunics on myself today to create a critical mass.
Yes.
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 If you don't get a signal, bring yourself there. And that's the end of the gravitational strengthening theory.
Okay.
All right.
Good for you, Barb.
No,
Thank you.
sure. Well, I was supposed to be a continuous cleansing, but
Well, I'm feeling pretty chilled out right now.
Chill, man. Wait,
All is well.
Yeah.
Cool.
Karen, I'm sorry, not Karen. Anna, how's your life going? What have you done today that we'd be interested in hearing, if anything?
Oh, well, I tweeted about the gal that called Janice.
Okay, well, you got another call from your postings.
Yeah. And I wanted to say the reason why I asked Greg if he wanted to maybe speak to her at some point is because we're having trouble on the telephone. She calls and then I answer and then there's nothing there and I don't know, we're just having trouble. I can't hear her when she calls me and then she's left me a message and I try calling back and I don't know, it's not working out. So having trouble kind of making contact, but I don't know if it's her phone or what. So I guess she's in Chicago.
You know,
So
I think it's this is probably part of practicing.
yeah.
Like, these are the kinds of things that come up, and you know, maybe she'll have a better phone connection tomorrow or something. You know, you just have to learn how to you know, like, include these problems and make this stuff happen.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I didn't want to make it sound like I was asking Greg to do it for me, but that's why that came up.
No, I think
So-
that
there's something to work out with her. Like, we got to get a good connection. How do we do that?
yeah,
Actually, make real arrangements, not just
try to get her on Twitter, you know, or something.
or Skype.
Tell her to follow you on. Leave her a message if you can get her voicemail. Tell her to go to the home page, follow you on Twitter. I don't even want to try to solve this for you. I think that you have to
Yeah.
come up with these
I'll
things.
do
I
it.
shouldn't have said any of that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
anyway, so.
you just have to remember that
Cool.
you have lots of tools to use.
Yeah,
So, like, stay conscious of what they are and use them, you know.
yeah,
And also you have to remember she's the one that wants to cure the herpes. You already cured yours, so if she can't manage to make connection, then she's a dead duck. She'll have herpes outbreaks for the rest of her life.
right.
Your punishment for failure will be she has herpes outbreaks. Can
Well,
you...
there are people that are very familiar with failure, and she's probably in that.
Yeah.
Just to make note of it. I mean, not that you rescue someone from that, but it's probably important to realize that when people have stuff like that happen, they can't get through, they can't do this, they can't.
Right.
There's something going on around that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
No.
We'll work on it. Huh?
Anything else happened interesting today?
Well, I stood out with bumper stickers, and one guy took my card. He said his wife has Lyme's disease, so I got a little response there, and every time I stand out, I feel like I'm taking medicine. You know, you just stand out there and smile, and it's really, I know it's really good to do this. And so I just do it. I take my medicine and, test that I cured a bunch of things. Who knows what they are, but, I think it's all good.
So are you curing things while you're standing there,
Yeah, I think so.
waiting for people? Cool.
Yeah, I think it's like, you can count how many, it's a lot. I mean, and I was only out there 10 minutes. So it's like I take my medicine and I do it, and then you can see how many things you cured, and it's a lot.
Wow.
It has power, because it's hard, I mean, it's standing out there, looking silly, but Barb knows, right? Barb's done this for years.
The test that looking silly, is that a symptom of yours?
Okay, is that a symptom? I don't get anything.
So is that a yes or is that a no?
That's a no.
Do you
That would be my symptom.
test, do I actually look silly?
Do I actually look silly?
Do you get a
No.
signal on that? So you
I
don't
got
get a
no.
signal on it? Okay.
No signal, so.
When you say you stand out, like where do you stand?
So I stand on the one-way street I was telling you about, near the stop sign.
Okay.
So, right there.
Now, do you stand or do you walk down by the cars as they stop?
If they look at me, then I stop. Then I walk over to them. But, a lot of them will move on, of course. So I wait until they acknowledge me, and if they acknowledge me, then I start to approach. Some will acknowledge and turn away and then race off again. So it just depends. If they linger a little bit, I'm trying to get over there really quick and talk to them. So, but I know I need a busier corner though, because that'll just kind of make a rhythm start to happen.
So basically you're standing by this stop sign or near it, and the cars are moving up to you and stopping.
Yeah, right.
Okay. And at what point do you attempt eye contact or to contact them? Would that be as they're coming at you and they're 2 or 3 cars back?
There's really only 1 or 2 cars that are approaching at the same time, maybe 3 sometimes, but so it's not that busy.
So usually it's just one car comes up.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. So I'll be looking there and seeing if they're going to look at me.
And you sort of wait for them to look at you.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you ought to try something where you do something to get their attention as they're approaching.
That's true.
Do you have any ideas about that?
Wear a funny hat.
Ah,
I can wear my treasure shirt.
No, I wasn't thinking of a funny hat. I was actually thinking of something you could do with each person. like that would constitute a genuine interact. Barb? Barb, are you with us there?
Yes,
Okay. Hi, Mike.
Hey, Larry, how you doing?
Good to see you. Something. How would you create an interaction with the person who's approaching you?
So you're asking Barb or me?
You.
Oh, I could, well, as approaching them, looking at them, approaching them, smiling, holding the sign, you know, trying to get them to look over my way.
So then that would constitute a genuine interaction with the person, whether they were interested or not. At least you would have interacted with them. Whereas if you wait for them to interact with you and they don't, then you don't have an interaction. Like you've missed your chance to interact with that person.
Right.
So, do you see how you could have a lot more interactions, maybe, you know, and that might be better than just like being there for 10 minutes and waiting while 2 or 3 people interact with you as they go by. You could interact with, you know, 30 people. Because if 3 cars a minute go through in 10 minutes, that's 30 cars. So, like suppose you like wave and show your bumper sticker and they ignore you, that's an interaction. And if you do that 30 times, you've got 30 interactions. Get it?
Yeah.
So
I could add the waving.
you what?
I could add waving because that would be more noticeable.
Waving.
Can I say something? It seems like, and I'm not being judgmental, because I'm listening and learning, so I'm going to be out there doing this, and this has been really great for me, so I really appreciate all of this. It sounds like there's a lot to do about you, and how you look and what you do, as opposed to that you're out there to create an awareness about the cure drive. It's about the cure drive. It's really all it's about. It's not about how you. I mean, you don't have time to tell them about your experience. They'll get that when you get on the cure drive. I know that this is not something you don't know, but when you're talking, it sounds like, well, I'm standing there and I'm looking like this and I'm waiting for the icon. It's not, it's like, just assume people need to know this, want to know this, and just go interact with them and have fun. Just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think that was the key to how, you know, Greg
Bart and I did
so
it.
well. Like, he just caused, and I remember when we were doing it, we kept walking up and down, like you have to keep moving toward, and it helps you also because you don't get stuck in your ideas, you know, or anything. Like, you just keep moving, and, you know, he could see if a person was going to let him in or not. He could veer off and go to the next car, but he was moving all the time, like going towards them.
Yeah, I think it's, you know, what Karen was saying is true, is about, and we've talked about this too, is that they get what Immunix is, and they do that by making a choice to connect or not. And they connect with Immunix, they might say something, or I might say something, be a very quick interaction, but it could go right to the heart of the matter. And then they say, what is this? Because they're interested, they're reading it, I've got this smile, I'm coming up to, my thing is, I'm putting them to make that choice right away in a very good way. I hold up the bumper sticker and says, Cure Drive, so many cures. And I say, please, you know, we said, please donate, please put this on your car, or just donate to us, or give it to a friend, whatever it is. I said,
Yeah, I used to talk right through the window.
yeah, and then they wave me away, and then I just move on. But it made them at that choice, and it really was that they got that something is about Immunix. It's curing, and they say what it is. They say people are curing things. And they go, like what?
Yeah.
I say, like cancer, chronic fatigue. And they go, oh, my sister has cancer. And then I say, oh, yeah, well, you and she go to this site and you start, oh, yeah, thank you. Here's $20 or something.
So you're telling
They're giving people themselves.
you're
It's
telling
like,
people that
you're
Pure
just a
Drive
mirror.
exists.
You're just like, you're giving them access. You're the access. That's it.
Yeah.
And you have a minute to do it, probably, right? Not much time.
Yeah, 15
But like
seconds.
Greg said, when you're present, when you're present to the other person and the intention of being there for the awareness and the donation and the interaction in a moment that can change somebody's life. Not that you have to be significant about it that way, but that the actual interaction and people getting this over and over and over, whatever they do with it, is what you're there for. You know? I mean, I don't know, like just, no offense, but 10 minutes? I mean, I don't know. It takes 10. How long does it take you to walk there? To that spot? I mean, is it that hard to do, or maybe if you immersed yourself, you wouldn't even know that you were there 10 minutes, is what I'm getting at. It would be a different experience for you.
Yeah,
Not
maybe.
doing, but being. You know what I mean? Like being this person there. And I'm not criticizing you. You're doing it and I'm not. So there you go. But I am learning.
You have to figure out a way to make it fun for yourself rather than teach
Yes.
it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
When
So,
you have
You have to just
the reckless
Yeah.
spirit of a non-combatant, you know.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed all the interactions, and it's so. I mean, obviously, I didn't feel funny. I didn't look funny. I wasn't thinking that. It's just that you're on because people are looking at you. It's the same thing when you're on
Yeah.
stage. It's like a loop. You're there. Normally, no one's looking at you. They don't really care. But you're standing out there. They give you their attention, and you feel something, and you're aware in a different way. So it's just like, okay, I'm in public.
Right.
You're doing something in public. And that was what was so instructive to me, that I'm really teaching myself how to cure and teaching them how to cure right in that moment. I'm embodying it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I talk to anyone anywhere. I've taught a lot of people in a coffee shop or, just meeting them somewhere. And when I talk, people listen. That's what I was saying the other day about being in Starbucks, where everybody was listening while I was talking to this woman.
yeah. See, I assume people want this and need it and want it.
When I was in Los Angeles, and I went really nice car stop, and the guy rolled on with me and said, "What is this? What do you mean cure?" And I said, I'm curing things. He said, "Well, I'm a doctor." He said, "Yeah, people are curing things." He said, "Why would I be interested in cure?" He said.
And you'd ask him, yeah, why would you? Good question.
Yeah.
I mean, have fun. Just like if you're talking, you're not selling anything. You're telling a story about curing. It's people cure things. This is what happens. You're talking about what happens. And you could have a conversation. It could be like, yeah, what do you have to cure? And then he might get serious. He's like, God, really? I know. Or he might not. But then that's just the way that one went.
Well, and the other thing, too, with what Greg's saying is that if you're giving out, I think Byard said, have business cards, too, because it sounds like you have the time to do this, which is wonderful, and you're apparently very good at it. So you can leave people with something for themselves either way, in connection with being able to cure any number of things. There isn't a human being alive that doesn't have something that can be cured, or someone they know has to cure something, or else. So you know what I mean? I mean, your being there, first of all, is an inspiration, and that you are giving them something is an awesome thing. And if you want to connect with people later and you have a consideration about that, then just take your cards and give one to them. And cure something with them later.
Yeah, I liked what you said about the mirror. I can think of myself as a mirror.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
Well, when people connect with you, they're not going, oh, there's a lady. Their brain doesn't have enough time for that. They're connecting on an energetic level. The ones that literally look at you. But you can cause that, too. I mean, just being there for why you're there. It's an amazing thing that you're doing this and why you're there.
Again, it's
Being
not
present
about,
for them.
it's not about doing it right, and it's not about, it's about telling the truth. Just be true. You're true to yourself, and this is what the big learning thing is. You're true to yourself, and you learn about yourself. And
It's interesting because there used to, too bad you're not in San Francisco, because there used to be this guy outside the video store near our house, and he was from some homeless shelter or something like that, and I guess they had a little newspaper, but he used to collect donations in a little cup, and he was really good at it. He would get all the people coming out of the store, and you felt like good giving to him. And then he was trying to train this other guy, you know, like one of the homeless people to do it, and the guy couldn't get anybody to give him any money. You know, it's like there's an energy that you have.
he was in relationship. It's not
That's right. That's
Yeah.
one of the main
relationship you create with
things.
people instantly.
Well, that's why, and what I said, just assume that people want this, need this. Because that's a relationship, that's why you're out there. It's really why you're there. And that's the relationship you have automatically.
I think we can ask you why you're there, you know, rather than telling you. Can you honestly say, I mean, you could say why you're doing this?
Why am I doing this?
Yeah.
Because I want people to know about it. I want to help them. I want to do something worthwhile.
Show that to each person who approaches in their car.
Yeah.
Like, learn how to show them what's inside of you. That's what you're trying to learn how to do.
Mm-hmm. That's just true.
So don't make up ideas like that you're silly. Just don't
Okay.
don't do
Drop
that
that one.
anymore. Stop doing that.
Yeah.
You know, actually know what you're doing in each moment.
Yeah.
And so if we ask you when we're in the meeting and we ask you, you instantly know, just like you knew just now, as we were asked and you said those things, you knew. Stay in the awareness that you just showed us.
Okay.
And also, just to know that when you feel empowered by what you're doing, which it sounds like you are, you're passing that on. There's not a lot of doing then. It's just tell them what they need to know. And it doesn't take that long, and each person might be a little different. And you'll know what to do.
Well, next week you'll have a lot of stories, Karen.
Right. Good.
Also, maybe try 20 minutes. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think I could do it. I'm working up to it.
It's not
I
very
could do
long,
that.
but it's double 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, do you have to time it? I mean, what's with the timing thing? What is that?
I think timing it is good. It depends. Like, you know, Greg once stayed out for like 2.5 hours.
No, I mean, I just didn't understand why would you set out to do something? I don't do anything for 10 minutes. I don't know. It seems weird to me.
Well, okay, Karen.
Especially if I'm going to suit up for something.
Karen.
I don't know.
Karen, let me, I just want to, okay, I just want to tell you why. I think I should answer your question.
Yeah, I want to hear this.
I think it would be good for you to limit yourself to try. You know how like you work every day. You know you do soba noodles or something.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And,
Right, they run the town place, right.
yeah. And you're, okay, so you must get a break, right?
Oh yeah, I get 20 minutes.
Okay, so go out try to go out maybe in front of the store for 10 minutes and hand out bumper stickers.
Yeah, I could do that. I
And
do need to eat, but I could figure something out.
I'll tell you something, 10 minutes is infinitely more than 0.
Well, I talk to people about the cure drive while I'm working.
Right.
I talk to them while they're eating.
You know, there was a girl who worked in a coffee shop in Encinitas who used to teach people to test when they were buying their coffee.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, right.
And the owner loved
I
it.
give it.
It was a
Yeah, I
value.
turned a lot of people on. This is a good venue for me.
It was.
I get to sit there while I'm making their food. They're sitting right in front of me.
It was
I have to talk about something.
It was a value added for the coffee shop. And
Yeah.
she was saying that she would usually teach in a single week around 20 people how to get a signal. And when you do that, you know, all the other people who are waiting for their coffee are watching, you know, so they're all learning too. Anyway, so this is, you'd find that if you do this for 10 minutes, you would have like a complete, like, insider take on what it is to do it within a week or so. It doesn't take much, you know. You know, you find your weak spots and your strengths and so on. So do it. Do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
When you're on your break, you
Well,
know.
I do interact with people, and I get signals, and I do it while I'm working, and it seems to be, at first I had an attitude about, well, gee, you know, am I really giving them all my attention? No, but I got their attention, and I'm giving them something.
That's right. That something is infinitely more than nothing.
And they come back, and I can say, hey, did you get, how you doing with the signal?
Yeah, right.
Did you do that? And then I can track whether you heard anything I said, whether it had an impact. So there's a way to track it. I have never given out bumper stickers, though. And I'm really psyched about doing that, because that's high visibility.
Don't forget to ask for a donation with the bumper sticker, okay?
Yeah.
You're supposed to get donations when you give people bumper stickers.
Yeah, I'm good at asking for money. I have no problem.
Well, to go back to Anna, yeah, I think that one thing that I want to do, there's a movie I posted on my Facebook wall. And if you go to my Facebook wall now, you'll see it, okay? So could you guys go to my Facebook wall and take a look? And it's Jim Collins.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a 4-part movie. And I want you and Greg and Franny to watch all 4 parts, and I think everybody should watch this movie. And then I want to talk about it with you. Because, for one thing, he's talking about the effect of luck on this. And his, like from his researches, he's realized that luck cannot cause success. It can cause failure, but not success. And you have to cause success. Because basically, that's what.
Well, just luck seems to be predicated on the fact that you have circumstances that align perfectly to cause an event. So that you would have to, in order to create luck again, strategize those exact circumstances, which is ridiculous. Right?
Well, I think let's watch the movie.
Watch the movie.
I think it's very good. I watched quite a bit of it. I didn't get through all parts.
Right.
And
Anna, can you see it?
You know, I'm looking, I see the Steve Jobs.
Yeah, it's below that. It's below Steve. Oh, you got to watch the Steve Jobs one too. There's a segment of the Steve Jobs one in the Jim Collins one. You should start with this with the Jobs one and then go to the Steve Collins one. But that's below it. Do you see it there? If you scroll down the Facebook wall, you see it?
Is that the keynote speaker for the Drucker Day, or is it above that?
It's Jim Collins being interviewed by Charlie Rose.
Jim,
You really don't see it, huh? I'm
no,
disappointed.
that's
Why do
well, you
people?
had it in the notes.
I always forget where I put my movies or whatever,
You
and
had it
you
in the
know,
notes. You had it in the notes, and I'm.
it's not in notes. It's not in notes.
It was.
Not in notes.
I'm going down to find it. I'll tell you.
It's on my
It's
Facebook
not
wall.
it's not the keynote. It's Jim Collins on Charlie Rose.
If it's not
Wait,
there,
go
it
to
will
Charlie
be in a
Rose.
minute. I'm going to share it. Okay, you know what? I totally spaced on this, and I did not share this movie, but I can easily remedy this.
Good.
Yeah.
Very easy to remedy it. Very easy.
What did you say, an hour, Jim Collins? Is that what we're looking at?
It's about an hour long. Wait, he'll post it. You'll see it.
I'm hoping to post it.
Is that what you're saying, an hour with Jim Collins?
Yeah. That's
I'm
right.
looking at it now. So what do you want? What are we doing?
Don't watch it now, but watch it. Put it on your watch later list right now.
Alright.
There it is. I can hear it. Somebody's playing it.
I was, but I'm not anymore.
Was it on Charlie Rose? Because you can go
Yes.
to the
You can go
site
to,
and
you could go to Charlie Rose. This is broken up into four pieces of about 15 minutes each.
Yeah, because
It's
that's
at the
what
top of my
that's what-
Facebook wall right now.
Yay! Success!
Yeah, there it is.
I just put it there. So now you've got it. That's segment one, and then you can see the other segments beneath it. Don't forget to put your comments on it, guys.
Yeah, we'll do.
You know, Anna, I must say that it is just so great to see you talking to people on the phone, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fun. I
Yeah.
like that.
Really? Good.
Yeah, I like it.
And you even handled somebody who called me. Thank you. And just
Did you get
remember
anything for her?
to have your outline in front of you when you talk to them. And also, you know, like I was thinking back on this person who, you know, you can't get a good connection with her. You should just require that they create a good connection or don't help them. Set requirements for people. One of them is their phone has to work, let's say.
That's a good one.
Okay.
You know your phone is working because I call you on it all the time, right?
Right.
So it's not, the problem is probably not on your end.
Okay. Sounds good.
This is good. Well, all right.
So we do another prayer?
Yes, let's do the continuous cleansing. Barb, will you read this one too?
Okay. Hold on. Excuse me. Let's see.
You got quite a theater there.
Well, that's what this place is, actually.
Really? Yeah, it's like reserved seats down front, and then you got the
Down in front.
popcorn gallery in back.
Alejandro, is that you? Oh, no. Okay, all right, all my bodies are, get your signal on these, all my bodies are free of pathology.
Yes.
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 All my bodies are free of immune dysfunction.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
All my bodies are at full function.
Yes.
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 I've installed all necessary immunological shields.
Yes.
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 All my God connectors are in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm installing the reflex to give love and empowerment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I attract warm, happy feelings in others.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 I'm merging my results bodies with, choose some people, and I'm removing and installing the right factors.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 I'm on the best side of my highest possible dimension.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm removing all tendencies in the world to solve problems with violence. I know. Yes.
Yes.
I'm removing all disturbances from the emotional bodies of everyone in the world.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 I'm protecting myself and my people from incipient catastrophes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I am realizing the loving, world-shaping, and God-given intentions I've carried from life to life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I am causing my career and those of the people I love to be what God intends.
Yes.
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 I am attracting increased capacity in myself and my group to accept power infusion.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
My particle attributes are in balance and at full strength to succeed at God's work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
All my bodies on God.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
All my bodies are one rainbow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I am free.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I am now as happy as I have ever been.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Believe it or not, yes.
Even sound happy when you
Amazing. I know. Okay, that concludes the
Continuous
cleansing
cleansing.
prayer.
Yes.
Thank you.
It does.
Nicely done. Nicely done. Well, now, I wanted to say that I was very impressed with all the passion that I was hearing, and when people were talking about handing out bumper stickers and telling people about the Cure Drive. Right at the beginning, I started to say something, and I heard Franny yell from the next room, like not to say anything. And
No, you misunderstood. I said they couldn't hear you.
well, anyway, I thought you were telling me to stop, and I did stop. And I was really glad that I stopped, because everybody else was just so much, more articulate than I ever could have been. It was wonderful, really, to hear all of you and realize
From experience,
how
too.
much this comes from your heart,
Well, I'm inspired by her. I just think it's what you're doing in such a short period of time, and how you're operating and what you're committed to is just. I'm excited. I want to do it. I'm doing it. It's like, wow, I really been wanting to do it. Now I'm going to do it. It's like we're a team. We're a team. That's it.
Yeah.
Great.
So thanks.
Well, I'm inspired by all of you guys too, for all the things you contribute in your different ways. It's been really wonderful getting to know you all.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
You know, Anna, you said something when we were talking last night. It was so great. You said this is the best group you've ever been in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Very true.
Well, it's less of the test of time, for sure, Byard, and all these guys were, look at what you created. Look what happened. I remember, I was just sitting here just thinking about the first time I met Barb. It's amazing. And I learned how to test.
When was the first
When
time?
was,
She was having the first weekend that you'd ever had, and I brought 2 people, and my sister was supposed to show up, but she got lost. So I had 3 people already. Yeah, that was pretty good. But we had a weekend, and we had the big TV set up in that room. Remember, Barb? And there's that couple, gay couple,
Philadelphia.
Tina and her girlfriend.
Philadelphia.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I remember some women there, yeah.
yeah. And they learned how to remove trauma, and they talk about jumping in the deep end. This
How did I
was
meet you
great.
originally, Karen?
What?
How did I meet you originally? So,
Wasn't it through somebody else? Like, wasn't through that tennis player lawyer guy, was it? No.
Robbie?
Robbie, wasn't through Robbie, was it? No, you'd have said so by now.
I remember meeting those 2 women. They were on their way to S training, but then they mentioned this other thing instead. But that's a good story. Yeah, great. Anyway, I don't remember how I met you, Karen, but yeah, I just do remember that weekend.
Yeah, it was really wild. I liked it. And it was immediate. I mean, we all had an immediate experience of the removal of the trauma. I mean, we all did that immediately with you, Barb. It was not a tedious thing, you know. That's what's so wonderful about this, and that's what's so great. You know, there are lots of things I've tried to pass on to people that I've experienced or learned about or whatever, but this is so sure. It's so immediate, and everyone can do it. And they can go do it themselves. You're giving people sovereignty and empowering them to heal themselves. What more could you do for a human being? Really?
You're asking?
Get on a smartphone? Oh, just kidding.
A smartphone.
That question wasn't meant to be literally.
Yeah, I know.
You're a good supporter, Karen.
No, but I mean, seriously, and everybody wants to contribute. Everybody wants to contribute. First of all, they want to get rid of their own impasses, whether it's physical, spiritual, mental, or whatever, and where they're stuck, or where they're chronically ill, or chronically stuck, and they want to be able to, so they can contribute.
mm-hmm.
I know it. I know that's the truth. I think people suffer more from not being able to contribute and being dependent than the disease or the disorder or the condition that they're suffering from. I don't know who it was, it wasn't their bottle, but one of the big guys said, the suffering that we experience is because we are not allowed to give the love that we want to give.
Mm-hmm.
For whatever reason. I said that badly. That's much more eloquently said by whoever did say it, who I don't know and remember, but it's essentially that.
And maybe that's what's different about this particular group, is that there's an openness there that there isn't in others, you know? There isn't that opportunity, like you said, Karen, to contribute or grow. Some people I don't have,
Yeah, and who doesn't want to learn something? I mean, you go into the web closet, it's like, you could
Yeah.
spend your life there.
mhm.
You know? I mean,
Yeah.
what's the downside of this? Nothing.
Right.
So go be crazy. No, not really. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, what are you holding back for?
Mhm.
I gotta create time, and I'm doing it. I'm maneuvering that. And that's a figment of my imagination too, but still, I'm working on that one.
Well, you know, Karen, if you go and you actually hand out bumper stickers for 10 minutes while you have your work break, you'll feel like you had the day. And
Well, it gives me energy every time I do something with people.
That's the way.
It's very energizing. Like you said, Anna, it's like your medicine. For me, it's energizing because I give something that I can give. I can give this.
That's how you create
It's really
time.
great.
Do you hear what I'm saying? That's how
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
That's how you create time.
That's how you create what?
That's what it is to create time. You said you wanted to create the time and create.
Yeah.
You know, if you like 10 minutes is the day.
Yeah. It's to immerse myself completely in what I'm doing, wholeheartedly, and then there is no time. And I did it as an artist. I knew that. I just know that. I know it, and I can just say, you know, I'm gonna get this done. I'm gonna have this amazing experience, and it's gonna be. I have 10 minutes to do it in, and it's great. And it works. It does work. And it isn't a function of time. Nothing is. It's a function of my intention to have something happen, you know? And it's fun to watch it happen. But it would really be cool, Barb, wouldn't it be cool, because this is, you know, to really see bumper stickers on all these cars in this area. I mean, also, that's my intention. My intention is to, out of every 6 cars, at least 3 of them have a bumper sticker. I mean, that's a game I want to play with this. Just for fun. Wouldn't that be great? Yeah, definitely.
Well, I bet lots of people would want to have you on their shows, like TV and radio shows, if they saw a lot of bumper stickers.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking yesterday.
Yeah, people will be asking, what is with this Cure Drive? You know? They'll come up, people will come up and ask you. And I'm gonna wear my t-shirt around. Love it.
Yeah, me too. I think the t-shirts are going to attract a lot of attention, just going out and about, going to the market, you know, people are going to look at it a lot, I think.
Well, you know what I found, like the other day when I was telling this guy about, I was showing him how to test and telling him about curing it. I think that the t-shirt really kept it in his mind, like what he was dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Because it was like right there written out in front of him while I was talking to him. So that is...
I read people's t-shirts all the time. I do. It's a very intentional act, you know, to wear something that says something.
Well, the girl who was doing her, when she taught people how to test at the coffee bar, she used to wear a t-shirt there, and people would ask her about it. And I think when you're working someplace and you have a t-shirt on, people feel more comfortable asking you about it than if you're just a stranger rattling around loose.
Sure.
Yeah.
Almost so many. It's all under.
What?
What you think Alejandra's on?
There she is. You got time for the last prayer? These guys gotta eat dinner.
Sure. We have plenty of time.
You wanna do it, Greg, or no? Want me to do it?
Do you feel like doing the whole
Is
Triple
Alejandra
J?
on? Maybe
Okay,
the full Monty? The
maybe Alejandra could
round
be
of prayer,
added in for the last.
You want me to do it in Greek?
the trifecta. Can you do it in Greek?
Just kidding. The Lord's Prayer.
Latin.
And
I could try it with French accent.
no.
Raising the noise.
Okay, here's one we working
You
on.
sound drunk, Greg. Are you on medication?
From Frenchman, I like to say what?
All right, are we ready?
Ready.
Je suis prêt.
Ready as ever.
This is for the world. I'm raising the noosphere to the 27th dimension.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm removing all pathologies from the noosphere.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 I am adjusting the particle indexes of the noosphere so they are in balance and at full strength.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm adjusting the meridians of the noosphere to create a free and balanced energy flow.
Yes.
Me?
We have a lot of fires out here right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Colorado in here. I'm adjusting the chakras of the noosphere to be in full function.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 All the bodies of the noosphere are at full function.
Yes.
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 The noosphere is unswitched and headed in God's direction.
Yes.
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 I'm removing all impressions from the karmic body of the noosphere.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 I'm removing terrorism from the gravitational and spiral bodies of the noosphere.
Yes.
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 I'm removing the tendency to use biological weapons from the gravitational and spiral bodies of the noosphere.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 I'm merging my higher bodies with others who understand what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 I'm removing any predisposition in the noosphere towards disease.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 All the bodies of the noosphere are one rainbow.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 I'm now asking the forgiveness of everyone I've ever harmed or will harm by not making this available to the pastor, not making meetings available to the pastor. When I get my signal, they've heard and received my request. The results bodies.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yes.
now when I get another signal, they have forgiven me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Doing this helps them discover immunities for themselves without me needing to be better in order to give it to them. That's a good one for me.
Yes.
Thank you. All right, that's a good one. Well, that's it for the notes and for.
Thanks, Barb.
Sure.
Well, let's remember that it's a spiritual connection. We're connecting with God when we do this, and when you, like when somebody connects with the Cure Drive, whether they know it or care or not, they're connecting with God, and that's what we're giving people. So just bear that in mind in your adventures in empowerment. Because it's like what Karen was talking about, not Karen, Kate was talking about earlier, in the call, that, like her signals are her spiritual connection. And so that's how she knows that she's in touch with a higher power. And that is what, all signals do that. That's what that's what the signals are doing. For her, for us.
Yeah. There's like a knowing and clarity that's there.
And see, we're
Not palpable.
like we're like very big on discoveries and cognitions, and so we don't chant and or do like we may do yoga, or we may chant, but it's not a part of the Cure Drive, because basically it goes back to something Meher Baba said, that he said that he doesn't give any meditations and he isn't a yogi and so on, that he said not to do anything but just love him. And that would be, to put it another way, would mean connecting to him, which is what we're doing, so. So a lot of people couldn't handle Meher Baba because you go nuts, because you don't get anything to do, like if you go to, like Gustaji, our friend, who went to the yoga ashram, and he, like they would do yoga like 14 hours a day, so he had something to do every minute. And with Meher Baba, we didn't have anything to do. We were just...
My kind of guy.
You were just there, you were just there. Like I spent 3 months in India going to the tomb every day, and it was the most cognitive and introspective time of my life. I just, I completely set the direction for the rest of my life during that 3 months because of that. So,
Well, he did say he was here to awaken us.
yeah, he came to awaken us. And yeah, you don't wake up if you're keeping busy. You have to stop keeping busy. So, like there's something they talk about in Zen Buddhism, which is doing nothing. Just do nothing. And I used to like to tell, all my staff, like when you're in the midst of activity, be doing nothing. Bobby used to say that too, like just do
Yeah.
nothing in the midst of doing everything. And so Anna, when you're out there handing out those, like making contact with person after person after person, have it be nothing. Make it into nothing. If it's silly, it's something. You know what you were saying about how it's silly? Well, if it's silly, it's something. Make it nothing. Okay.
I think Mayor Baba as the Starbucks of the age. Sit there and do nothing, and
Really?
it wakes you up.
Right. Well, all right, guys. This has been a wonderful evening, and thank you all. It's such a pleasure to be with everybody. Truly. You see the home page of curedrive.org, which is the Cure College on the web that we have put here for you to come learn how to cure medically incurable diseases. Now, at the top of the page, the home page, which you should be on right here, and I want to recommend, if you have not already, get to this page by opening a tab. Do not turn this movie off. Open a tab so that you can still hear me talking. And leave this tab open and then go to this website. Now the tally that you see, 132K, people ask, where does that come from? And if you notice, right above it, and this is, by the way, on every page in the Web College, it says Report Cure. If I click on that, it goes to a page where there's a little form to fill out where you can report your cures. Now I will press the incredible back button and go back to the home page of curedrive.org. And also, if you want to contact us, there's a little link here that says Contact. And you'll notice that we put our phone numbers in here. We feel more comfortable being called on the phone. So it's just easier to talk, and this is a very big subject, and we find that it saves us time and work if people call us. Now we document our cures. This movie that you're watching here is an example of that. This is a movie where people cure things on camera, and you watch them. You watch them curing things. For example, the woman here, and at this point in the movie, is curing a flu. And if you watch this movie, you'll discover that she comes in with fully developed flu symptoms, including headache and God knows what else, and the symptoms disappear in around 20 minutes. That's how fast this is. Personally, I have not had a flu even try to come on since 1993, when I cured my herpes. My 20th anniversary, by the way, just passed. 20th anniversary of my herpes cure in April of 2013. Okay, if you look again above the Cure Drive, logo, I guess it is, and what you'll see is the Cure Show. There's a link to go to the Cure Show, and the Cure Shows are another way that we documented our cures. And for example, you'll find letters at the top of the Cure Show, and if you click the letter F, it takes you to fibromyalgia, where you see a lot of, or two people curing fibromyalgia, actually. And underneath it, there are many, many shows on flu. We had a flu hotline. And what you'll find with this is that people with similar conditions get parallel results. Like these people who cured their flu, or I don't think we ever had a person come in to cure the flu that, was just getting it. They all had it for a couple of days. There they are. And you hear their flu cure during the call in around 20 minutes. So there are about 100 diseases represented on this page. Acid reflux, abuse. There are, conditions can be considered diseases also. Such as traumatic stress syndrome from 9/11, the World Trade Center attack. A woman actually cured her traumatic stress syndrome from that. So now if we're back on the home page again, and up here at the top it says Login Hub or sign up. If you don't have a password, you can sign up, or you can log in, and you come to the hub of the Cure College. This is the hub, not the home page. And new people who come here, many people just come in and get a password right away. They instantly get a password and come in, and they say, "What is this?" It's gigantic. Over here, this is the basic skill. Skill 1 is cure physical diseases. And it has 10 applications. Remove viruses, cure cancer, end trauma, recode your DNA. With certain diseases, you must recode your DNA to cure the disease. This may be true, for example, of viral-based diseases such as herpes simplex, Epstein-Barr, and so on. And each one has 2 links underneath it. Now if I click on where it says lessons under Recode Your DNA, and these are the lessons. There's this huge page of lessons on recoding DNA. And one of the lessons is remove adverse DNA mutations you catch from other people. Bet you didn't know you were doing that. But you do, and here's the lesson on that, and then you scroll down and there's all these questions. That's how the lessons work. You probably, if this is the first movie you've ever watched, you are probably not ready for a password right now. But you should probably know this is here at the same time, and some things about it. For example, here's an application of Skill 1, which is, what is Skill 1, do you recall? Cure physical diseases, right? And it's called the Safety Web. See it? Right here, the Safety Web. If I click on that, what I come to is a page of lessons about, and there's quite a few lessons on this page, about the Safety Web. Now basically, it's very simple. God isn't going to let you fail. A woman asked me, I was telling her to remove all bacteria from her physical body. And she said, well, if I remove all bacteria from my physical body, will I remove my beneficial intestinal bacteria? And I said, no. You're not going to remove your beneficial intestinal bacteria. You're going to, God won't let you do that. You're safe. However, there's more to the Safety Web than that. So you'd want to know about the Safety Web. Also, there's an application called Knowingness is Power. Most people ignore it. The reason it's here is because knowingness is curative. A lot of times things that you cure happen just because you know something. Now, curing physical diseases is the lowest level of study in this web college. For example, here, which is in the mid-level, there's a skill called 3 Spiritual Diseases. Do you see it? That's only skill 9. There are 12 skills. So another one is about function. Reinstall your functions. Another one is about reclaiming your immune system so that you can be immune to these things and you won't have to cure cancer or herpes. You won't not get it. As I said before, have not had a flu in 20 years. I haven't had a flu even try to come on in the last 20 years. Okay. If you're not ready for a password yet, and by the way, when you're new, you're probably better off with one of these options. These are the best options for new people, which are next to the movie. And that's when you know you want to start and you're ready. You're ready. You've like learned it and you understand how to do it. What you probably want to start getting a signal first. And if you notice under this movie, you should start getting a signal when you watch during this movie, which is now 4.5 hours, and there's many illustrations of people getting signals. So hopefully you'll pick it up while you're doing that. But if not, there's an entire page of signals, including a movie that plays automatically at the top, which is a very good lesson with a lot of very serious people getting signals as the movie goes along, and illustrating how they get signals. And then there are all these other movies about signals as you go down the page. This little tripod is wandering. I'm trying to hold this with my hand while I show this to you. So now, that's an example of some of the other things that are on here. This is our Twitter feed, this black thing, so that you can see what advanced people, because everybody who posts on this has been doing it for a while and, are curing things. A lot of these people have already cured their herpes or their other thing that they came to cure. Their chronic fatigue syndrome and so on, and now they're, this is just some things I cooked. It's not about cooking, okay? But anyway, there's lots of people just talking about what they're the more advanced things that they're doing, and these are all people who've cured many things in the past, and probably never get the flu, as I don't. None of us ever get the flu anymore. We don't get sick in that way. That's pretty basic, not getting the flu. So if you're not ready for a password, the thing to do is just keep watching movies. And let me show you something about that. There are lots of movies to watch. Here's one that says I cured it in 10 minutes, and lots of people are interested in this. This is a popular movie. This woman is very experienced with this. She's been doing it about 15 years. And but see, if you go down on this movie to here where it says YouTube, and let's click on this. Let's go to the YouTube page, which is the same movie. See, you're on the same movie now. And right underneath it, there's something that says, let me just show this to you. Cure Drive is the account that the movie is in. And you see it says it has 352 videos. So the thing to do is to click on that and go in to the Cure Drive account with the 352 movies. And then, once you're there, subscribe to the account so that you can get back to it easily. And then there are other accounts too. This is not the only account. Some of them only have 25 movies. There's about 10 different accounts. But there's another one that has 250 something movies on it. This is deceptively simple and easy. As you watch these people in these movies, the cure is always instantaneous. And it gives the impression that it's over and you don't have to continue. You don't have to study. And then you get sick again because you didn't get deep enough and get everything. With that being said, I want to show you these women curing something instantly and leave you with the thought that it's probably not going to be what you expected it to be. I think when you watch these women, that's what you see here, that it's probably not going to be what you expected it to be, but it does cure, it probably will if you hang in there and stick with it. You probably will cure the thing you came to cure. Say, can I go to the 144th dimension? See if you get a signal on that. Can I go to the 144th dimension?
Can I go to the 144th dimension? Yes? I guess I can.
Go ahead and do it.
Okay,
Okay.
both of you go to the 144th dimension.
I'm taking myself to the 144th dimension.
Me too.
No stopping for gas on the 8th dimension.
I feel clear.
I feel less interested in anything below the 144th dimension.
Can we stay here all the time?
I know, exactly.